Okay, so we're gonna get started with the lips now. This is where it starts to get a little bit scary in terms of stage makeup. So for our showcase specifically, we are gonna go with bright gold eyeshadow and a bright red lip. I know bright red lips do not look great on everyone. I personally don't like this bright red lip, but this is what is going to, again, make your expressions pop on stage. So the first thing you want to make sure is that your lips are clean, and if you need to go in with a little bit of lip balm just to get them hydrated, make sure you do that. Use any sort of lip scrub as well. Make sure we don't have any dead skin on our lips. It's going to make our lipstick crack. The secret to a perfect red lip is starting with lip liner. I know a lot of people think it's a step that they can skip, but you absolutely have to use a lip liner. My lip liner is not very sharp, so make sure to sharpen yours if you want like a perfect line. I'm just gonna go in with what I have. And I'm gonna trace the exact outline of my lip. Take your time with this. It's a lot easier if you go slower. Line the bottom lip as well. So once you've done the outer line, you can go ahead and use your lip liner and kind of blend it towards the center of your lips. You don't want to leave that harsh line there. So once you've lined your lips, then you're gonna go in with a similar shade and just fill that in. I'm using a lip crayon, but you go in with whatever product you feel most comfortable with. And I'm gonna go and just color in the rest of my lips. If you want to go a little bit more advanced, you can use a slightly darker shade of lip liner and a slightly lighter shade of the filler. That way it'll kind of give a little bit extra dimension to your lips as well. So how you want to leave your lip from here is personal preference. If you want to keep that bold matte red lip, that's totally okay. I think with the highlight of my face, I want to bring a little bit more of a glossy dimension back. So I'm just gonna go in with a lip oil or a lip gloss on top of that. And that is the full lip combo. As you can see, bright red, not something I would do on a day-to-day, but on stage, when you lip sync, when you make those expressions, it's really going to pop. So that is the finished lip. And now let's do the eyes. Okay, now we're at the scariest part of it all, which is going to be the eye makeup, which in my opinion is my most favorite part about stage makeup. To start, we want to make sure to prime our eyelids. You can use this using an eyeshadow primer if you have one. Honestly, I just like to go in with the same concealer I used on my face. I'm just going to add a tiny amount to both sides. Like I did with the concealer on my face, I'm just gonna let it sit and dry for a minute before blending it out. I'm using the same sponge I did for my face. And keep that to the eye. We don't want to ruin the rest of the face makeup we did. I'm just gonna blend that all the way up towards my eyebrow. And you can already see the difference here. Now that we have this completely primed with the concealer, it's gonna give us a even base to put all of our gold and shadows on top of that. Don't skip this step. Make sure you get to your inner corner, blend that out the side, and pull it all the way up towards your eyebrow. Okay, so next step, now that you've applied your concealer base or your primer base, we're gonna go in with liquid gold eyeshadow. Any one of your choice, just make sure it's a really bright gold. And I'm just going to apply that on the inner corners. So now I'm just going to take a flat brush and I'm going to blend it out. Depending on what brand of liquid gold eyeshadow you use, make sure to work quickly so that it doesn't dry while you're working with it. So as you can see here, I'm blending this out with my flat brush. What you don't want to do is don't pull it too high up towards your eyebrows. Keep it on your eyelids. Now I know everyone's eyelid shape is different, so do whatever you feel most comfortable with. The bolder, the better. Don't be afraid to blend it out. Then I like to bring it towards the inner corner of my eye. Again, like I said, bringing the attention and brightness towards the center of the face is going to give you that look. So now that I've blended the liquid, so as you see, I didn't go all the way out to my eye because we're going to use a smoky shadow to add dimension. So you just need to concentrate the gold liquid eyeshadow towards the inner corners of your eye. Then I'm going to top that off. Like I said, any liquid product you use, I'm going to top it with a powder. So I'm going in with the Urban Decay in the shade Overdraft. I'm going to use that same brush that I used for the liquid. I'm going to really go into that powder and apply it right on top. And that is going to make sure that this glitter does not move and that it stays put no matter how much you dance or sweat on stage. Again, concentrating that on everywhere that I applied the liquid and pulling it into the inner corner. And it is totally okay if you have harsh lines. Right now, we're going to blend it all out soon enough. So when applying the liquid and the powdered gold eyeshadow, as soon as you think it's enough, add more. Now for the smoky part of the look, again, take any neutral eyeshadow palette that has really dark brown, super close to black. I would not recommend using black. I would just go with the darkest brown shade that you have. And we are going to start smoking out the eye. This is the scary part, but as long as you remember to start less and you can always add more. So we're gonna start with applying that dark brown to our brush, and I'm going to just apply it to the outer corner of my eye. And then I'm going to start blending it in my crease and only my crease. So as you can see already, the dimension of this eye looks a lot more dramatic than this eye, and I haven't even finished. Then I'm going to take that and I'm going to blend it a little bit outwards in kind of a triangle motion. So we're kind of giving a base for our winged liner that we're going to do. So I'm just pulling that shadow outwards. Gonna do the same thing on the other side. Pack that eyeshadow on the outer corner, drag it into your crease, and then fluff it out. Still looking scary. I haven't blended it all the way out yet, but I'm going to go underneath my eye as well. I'm going to use a little bit of a more condensed brush for this. Applying that same color, I'm going to start at the outer corner and drag it inwards. As you can see, I'm starting with less product and adding more as I go. And I'm going to go all the way till I connect that gold shadow with the brown shadow. Can you see the difference? Doing the same thing on the other side, starting at the outer corner, dragging that shadow all the way in till it blends with the gold. So using that same brush, I'm going to basically connect that bottom shadow with the top shadow. And as I'm showing you here in close-up, it is looking really scary, and that is exactly what we're going for. So once I've taken that smaller brush and I added the dark brown color underneath my eyes, I'm going to take a fluffy crease brush and I'm going to blend all of that together. And the trick to blending eyeshadow is to just keep blending with a light hand. I like to hold my brush at the back end of the brush and just keep blending that all the way out. If you're a completely beginner, a trick is to also apply like a piece of Scotch tape under your eye, kind of going up towards your eyebrow to make sure that you're not blending too far down. Again, the whole goal of this makeup look is to make us look lifted, so the whole point of applying that blush upwards, contour upwards, same thing, you want to keep your smoky eye going upwards as well. So as you can see here, I'm just roughly blending that dark shadow in with the gold. Don't worry, we're gonna go back and reapply that gold as well. If you've blended a little too much and you need to add more of that pigment, I'm just gonna go back in the corner and apply some more of that dark brown eyeshadow. And once you're done with that, one last time, I'm gonna go in with the powder gold shadow, and I'm just going to put that back on the inner corner. Again, this is not an eye makeup look you would do for everyday makeup or for anything in person. This is purely stage makeup. So now we've just done the rough shadow of our eyes. We did that smokiness on the outer corners, gold on the inner corners. What's really going to tie it together is the eyeliner and the mascara. I'm going in with a very dark brown eye pencil. You can use black for this as well. I'm going to go all the way under my waterline. Make sure this focuses. There we go. So this is really going to tie it all together. So I'm going to take that pencil and line all the way to my inner corner. I'm going to push that under and I'm going to pull that all the way out and start roughly smoking that back into my upper lash line. Drag it out and pull it back towards your lash line here. I'm also, if you're comfortable, going to put this on the inner waterline here. Then I'm gonna go in with a dark black eyeliner. I absolutely love to use the felt tip pen eyeliner. This is going to give you the most seamless winged look. I'm going to keep that eyeliner as close to my lash line as possible. I'm going to angle the felt brush upwards towards my eyebrow. I'm going to make a stamp and I'm just going to pull that into my waterline. As you can see, I've done my winged liner. I made it super bold and black and then I pulled it all the way across the lash line. Then I went ahead and did the same thing to the other side. It is okay if your wings don't match. It's covered in the smoky eyeshadow anyway. To finish off this look is going to be mascara. I'll note here that if you have worn fake eyelashes before, please go ahead and wear them for the show. That is going to be the best look ever. If you have never done fake eyelashes before, do not try them on show day as they will be a little uncomfortable to perform in. I'm gonna go ahead and use my dark black mascara and we're going to finish off the eyelashes. So what I like to do, everyone applies their mascara differently, but I like to brush down on my lashes first and then brush upward. You want to make sure you are coating your lashes fully in the mascara. Apply mascara to both sides of the lashes and let the first layer dry. Switch to the other eye. Then I'm also going to go in and do my lower lash line. That is extremely important to make sure the entire eye look seamlessly comes together. It is totally okay if your mascara rubs off on your lower lash line. That's just going to add to the smokiness of the look. Again, make sure to cover both sides of the lower lash line. Now, once your first layer is dry, go ahead with the second layer on the top. So that's my second layer of mascara, and I'm gonna go in with one more coat. So that is the finished eye look. As you can see, the liner and mascara really helps to cover up all the imperfections of the eyeshadow, and this is the exact look that you're going for. You want to do the gold on the inner corners, smoky brown eyeshadow on the outer corners. Make sure to go all the way under your eyes. Top that off with a dark black liquid liner. Go in with a dark black or dark brown liner in your waterline, and finish it off with multiple coats of mascara. And you can also use any sort of setting spray that's going to really help you lock in the entire look, make sure it is completely sweat proof, transfer proof, you name it. That is what you want to use to finish off that entire look. Go ahead and give yourself a really full spray all over. Make sure that dries down completely before touching anything. Feel free to use a hair dryer to blow it off, and that's the final look, and you're ready to go for stage day. You're looking at the finished look of the stage makeup. If you have any questions, feel free to DM me or Diksha. We are totally happy to help. We'll be sending out a full list of recommendations of different products that you can purchase if you don't have them already. Let us know if you have any questions. You guys are going to look amazing on show day, and we're wishing you all the best. Good luck.